Except for Mark, nearly every Viltrumite in Invincible has a mustache. We've all wondered at some point, why do all the male Viltrumites have mustaches except for Mark Grayson? As it turns out, there's a good reason why Viltrumites are so obsessed with facial hair. There's also a good reason why Invincible will never develop one. By the way, if you read Invincible comics, then spoilers ahead. Mark departs Earth in Invincible #144 to lead the new Viltrumite Empire. Mark addresses his people about why he hasn't grown a mustache. Mark acknowledges that mustaches are a Viltrumite tradition, even referring to them as ceremonial. Mark, on the other hand, admits that he saw them as a symbol of the Viltrumite homeworld, Viltrum, which he had no personal connection to. Furthermore, now that the Viltrumites have abandoned their violent ways, Mark sees his cleanly shaved face as a way of breaking free from old traditions. Mark, like his father, is a Viltrumite, a race of warriors who seek to conquer the galaxy in the name of Viltrum supremacy. While Omni-Man is the only Viltrumite Mark initially encounters, he eventually meets dozens of them, all of whom have mustaches like his father. Craig, Conquest, and the series' main villain Thrag all have upper facial hair like Nolan Grayson. Even Mark's younger half-Thraxan brother Oliver grows a mustache by the time he reaches Invincible's age. Mark, the most prominent Viltrumite in the story, is the only one who never has one. At first glance, Omni-Man's mustache appears to be nothing more than a personal preference. However, as more male Viltrumites enter the story, the question of what the facial hair means arises. It appears to be a rite of passage for native Viltrumites for males to grow a mustache to signify that they are a part of the Viltrumite culture. Mark, of course, has no allegiance to Viltrum at first, and thus does not grow one. However, by the end of the story, he has become the leader of the Viltrum Empire, and his decision to keep his face clean-shaven symbolizes his desire to break the Viltrumites' old ways. Mark believes that Viltrumites, like his father and several other Viltrumites, can change their ways. Invincible understands that his people are resistant to change, and he understands that leading the Viltrumites requires him to ensure that they focus on the future rather than the past. Though Mark integrates himself into Viltrumite culture, he deliberately chooses not to have a mustache in order to keep his people on track and grow past their heinous history. If Invincible tried, he might be able to grow a decent stash, but as long as Mark is committed to changing the Viltrumite ways, he'll never grow one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.